Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video. Also welcome back to my April TBR. I'm quite excited for April because I am doing the Aurelium Readathon. I think this is the first year that I'm going to be filming my progress while doing the Aurelium Readathon. Wow, say that a few times. If you're not familiar with the Aurelium Readathon, it's kind of like an RPG readathon or Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, although there's no dice involved or die. There's none of that involved. It's basically just you create a character, you go to an academy, and you read books based on your calling that you have chosen for the academy. I'll link the book roast or G's video down below if you want to go find out more, if you also want to take part in this. It's a really fun readathon. I did it last year. I think I did the autumn equinox. I really enjoyed it. I discovered a few favorites, and yeah, I'm ready to dive into a few more favorites. Get to know the academy a bit more, get to know the world a bit more, you know, that kind of stuff, and just have a fun time basically. But before I tell you what my prompts are and what books I have chosen, please remember to click the like button if you like these kinds of videos and subscribe for more bookish content, and let's just get on with the video. So my character has basically chosen the wild form druid, and the quote here says, "Whenever I'm not in my form, I feel like I'm missing a limb. Then I become free. It's a feeling like none other." Wild form druids specialize in protecting nature and gathering information to enrich our knowledge on species and plants. The druidic glen requires every member to take an oath to do no harm, and as such, wild form druids are peaceful and do not participate in any type of conflict. The role is scholarly, with their main objectives being to gather information and provide aid when needed. As so many creatures are mistrustful of mages, this is a task best bestowed upon a druid. Mages take on a wild form by shapeshifting into an animal that is a natural fit for the environment which they intend on exploring. Sometimes it's simply traveling and noting the flora around the area, finding hidden alcoves, or searching for injured wildlife without disturbing the natural order of things. Other times it requires the infiltration of packs of animals to learn more about their habits, behavior, and life. Despite the vastness of records we do currently have, Aldea and its realms always hold more surprises. They, as in druids, are master in shapeshifting, whilst most are usually able to master quite a few forms. Every wild form druid has a specialty animal to which they feel kinship with, called their primary wild form. It has been recorded that the animal and their behavioral habits usually match the mage's personality. If the primary wild form is a group animal, you are likely to bond and find friendship with other druids who have the same primary animal form as you. This form feels second nature, and after many years of practice can even feel more natural than that of a mage. In fact, when they feel death calling, many choose to transform into their specialty beast and to live out the last years in the wild with their nature family. As much as the calling is a career path, it is also a way of life. It is one of the few paths that cannot be turned back from, and only those who are dedicated to the cause should consider it. Okay, so I also made a character base thing here, and it basically says what my name is, what my calling is, what my certification is. I think because I only started last year, I was a novice, but now I'm an apprentice. But while we are there for the spring equinox, I have 8 subjects that I have to get through for the spring equinox, and yeah, it's quite a list, but I'm excited to get to it. The first prompt for my calling is we are doing animal studies, and the course focus is pebble ducks. It's basically ducks that look like pebbles. And the prompt is a yellow title, and I'm gonna go with a book that I should have picked up long ago, and it is Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. I've heard great things about this book. I am not particularly sure what it is about, except for a girl who acts as if she is from Asian heritage, and she stole a manuscript from her Asian friend, and the said woman, the how can I say, the suspect in this is a white woman. So that's as much as I know about the book. I've heard great things. A lot of people give it 5 stars, so I thought, you know, why not give it a try? Our second subject is Art of Illusion, and the course focus is shadow play. There wasn't a lot of details given there. I'm guessing we're gonna hop around in shadows. The prompt is a word, game, or play in the title, and for some apparent reason, I chose A Game of Thrones. I want to reread the series, and well, not reread, I got to the second book, so yeah. But I want to start reading the series. Why do I have a pen? I want to start reading the series, so I thought, hey, why not start it now? Why not start it this month? Because, you know, we love a thick book. Anyway, Game of Thrones, you know, everyone knows what it's about, but if you don't, it's basically about 7 kingdoms who are vying for one throne, and there's a lot of bloodshed, there's a lot of traitors, there's just a lot going on. So I definitely would suggest, if you're interested in the series, rather watch the show than read the books. If you don't want to read a 800-page book, how long is, okay, 700 and some page book. So yeah, clearly wanting to torture myself. The next subject is astronomy, and the course focus is constellations. I believe this is the 3rd year in constellations, and the prompt is to read a book based on your zodiac recommendation. Because I am a Gemini, I searched high and low for something to read, because some of the things that were suggested just didn't sound right up my alley. Go figure, because why would I make life easy for myself? Anyway, I ended up on, I think, Penguin Random House's webpage, where they gave a few recommendations for Gemini. I'll also link it down below if you want to go check it out. But the book I'm choosing is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, and this is basically about 2 twins who were separated from birth and have found each other, and now they're trying to figure out why they were separated from birth. That is what I think this book is about, and it's got twins on, so it is also part of my 24 books to read in 2024, and it's on my physical TBR, so why would I not choose this one? The next prompt is Conjuration. The course focus is Blinding Prism, and the prompt is to go to a color wheel and then pick a cover that fits with the color wheels. So, okay, so on this list, please ignore all the adverts. We have quite a few. I'm not going to read them, but you can see them here. And we are going to spin. Hopefully it's a good book. Deep Purple. Okay. So I'm quickly going to check on Kindle Unlimited if there's anything. Well, not Kindle Unlimited, actually, just my library. None of these books are actually screaming my name. From Breath and Ruin, maybe? House of Ash and Shadow has Deep Purple in it. And suddenly I don't have enough books. Okay, I'm going to go with House of Ash and Shadow. Yes. And basically what this book is about, it's about a girl who is trying to save her father, so she goes to the Fae realm and she discovers that secrets have been kept from her. That is all I know about this book. Do I need to know more? No. Okay. The next prompt is Elemental Studies. Our course focus is Call Lightning. So our prompt is a source of light on the cover, and for that I'm gonna go with Valkyrie Landing. I'm assuming this is about Valkyries. I'm not sure. I bought this just because. The next prompt is Spells and Incantations, and the course focus is Spell Quick Count, a random number generator title. I didn't plan this out. I wanted to, but then I was like, it's going to be more fun if I show you. So, random number generator. I think the maximum I'm going to go with is 5, because I haven't seen a lot of books with more than 5 words in a title. Okay, so we're going to generate, and 2. That's making it a lot more difficult than I anticipated. Okay, cool. Oh wait, okay, never mind. You know, it's not that difficult. So for the next prompt, I'm gonna go with Kelly Armstrong's Spellbound, and this is basically about a private investigator, Savannah Levine, who has had everything taken away from her in the previous book, because that makes sense. Anyway, and now she's on the hunt because some mysterious things have been happening, and she's trying to get to the bottom of it before there is like a war against her species. For example, humans against werewolves and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I recently just finished Waking the Witch, and it ended on such a cliffhanger that I really need to pick up this book quite urgently. So I'm quite excited for it. The next prompt is restoration. The course focus is regaining consciousness, and the prompt is a book you think can cure slumps. Obviously, because I picked up Kelly Armstrong already, I don't want to do a lot more Kelly Armstrong. Like, I want to space it out because the next book in the series after Spellbound is 13, and that's the last book in the series. I do not want to do that. So I'm gonna go with either Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley, and if I'm not in the mood for that one, I will be picking up Laurel K. Hamilton. I'm not sure if by the time this goes up I will have finished The Laughing Corpse. If I have, I will then move on to her next book in the series. Otherwise, I will be reading The Laughing Corpse or City of Darkness by Karina Holm. It can be either or. And City of Darkness is basically just Hades and Persephone meets Beauty and the Beast retelling. Okay, and then the last prompt is shapeshifting. Course focus is mimics, and then the prompt is read from an author who blurbs your last 5-star read. That's quite difficult. I'm currently reading Bride, and I feel like I'm gonna give that one 5 stars. Obviously it depends on how it ends, so let's go with books that I have already read. My last 5-star read was House on Flame and Shadow. Who blurbs that book? I think we're gonna go with Bride for this one, and there's quite a few here. We have Ruby Dixon. The name sounds familiar. Let's quickly check. Ice Blended Barbarians. I don't think so. Okay, it will be a quick read though. So, am I seriously considering it right now? Okay, the next people who blurbed Bride is Jodie Picoult, and I have a few of her books here. Or it can be Christina Lauren, and then Elena Armas, the author of Spanish Love Deception. I believe her recent book just came out, and I'm not sure if it's on Everand. I'm glad you guys can come with me on this journey. I'm gonna go with Elena Armas, The Long Game, because who wouldn't want to have a romance in this very, very busy life we have? Anyway, I am on the fence with Elena Armas. The first book I read about her was The Spanish Love Deception, and disliked it so much that I vowed to never read one of their books again. And then I read the next book in the series, and I love that one. So The Long Game is kind of gonna be like a tiebreaker. And I think The Long Game is basically about a girl who has been sent to a very small town to coach a football team, and she thinks it's this great football team, and turns out it's 9-year-olds. She stays on a house like in the corner from a guy who rented it out, one of the girl's fathers, I'm assuming, and yeah, they cook up a romance like that. I don't know, it could be that, it could not be that, and I'm just being you a mundane general romance blurb from any other book. That is going to be it for this video. If you guys liked it, please remember to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you are taking part in the Magical Readathon and what your calling is, or just, I don't know, what books you are excited for next month. And I'll see you guys in the video next week. Bye!